What's going on, everyone? It's your boy JR with my homeboy Justin,
What's up?
and we are back once again with another episode of the Wrestling Geeks for the Geek Gods channel. This is going to be our Money in the Bank 2015 edition prediction show. This one is for all the marbles, no
This one
fucking
is for
around.
real.
This one's for real. This one is for the wins and losses. This one is for
Which I
5
will be
million
recording
gil.
right here. 5 million gil. Well, you know what? That's you're on. I'll give this to you. If
Sir,
you're
the
if
last time we bet
Hey,
5
no,
million
no, 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 no,
gil.
no, no, no. Let Money in the Bank. We'll start this here, and I got a little notebook in my hand right here. But
I am taking notes as well.
all right. Money in the Bank 2016. Better win loss record. 5 million gil. You're on.
Okay, but it can be paid in the future somehow. It doesn't have to be right away, alright?
What do you mean? How's that work?
Well, I don't have 5 million gil right now. I've been spending a lot
Neither
getting my
do I.
stuff up.
We're talking about 1 year from now. We're talking about a best win
Wait,
loss
okay.
record in
You
a
have
whole
a.
year, starting at Money in the Bank. This is our season. This is the
Oh,
beginning.
okay, that's fine. I like that
Yeah.
idea, sir. We are going to do
This is
that.
a 5 million on the year. Money in the Bank 2015 is the beginning. When we get to Money in the Bank 2016, we'll see who has the better record.
Sir, I like that idea. Here we go. This one is for all the marbles. All right, so we're going to start here. I'm going by the order on the wiki page. But obviously, I'm going to
Yeah.
leave the main events and stuff like that, the more important matches for the end. Uh, do we want to count the pre-show match, sir?
We can predict the pre-show match, but that's not going to count as a win or loss. We can
That
talk
works
about
for
that if
me.
we want, but that's not going to count. How about this? It doesn't count unless there's a title involved.
No way, because you have Kevin Owens versus John Cena too. So I mean,
But that's not. No. We're talking about the pre-show match here.
oh, that's okay. Okay,
The
that's
pre-show
fair.
match does not
Doesn't
count
count
unless a title
unless
is
it is.
involved.
That is absolutely fair.
All
But
right.
however, I don't see many titles being defended on the pre-show anymore now that the tag division is actually pretty legit.
I agree with
So
you, but we need to have these little
that's
guidelines here
true.
just in case.
All right, here we go. Starting off, pre-show. For some reason, R-Truth is feuding with King Barrett. Don't know why. Don't really care. I'm going with King Barrett on this one.
Uh, um. Yeah, let's go with Barrett. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It's kind
Yeah,
of a thrown together match. It sucks that they gave Barrett the King of the Ring and he's still not doing anything.
yeah. Go figure. I don't know what the hell is the point of that. Anyways, let's move on to the main card here because this is where it counts, folks. Here we go. First match. We have Nikki Bella, the Divas Champion, versus Paige in a singles match for the WWE Divas Championship. Who do you see going over, sir?
I think Paige becomes a 3 times Divas champion.
Okay, you're going with Paige on this one. And I'm going to go with Nikki Bella only because WWE is fucking petty. They are going to want to demolish AJ Lee's title reign. I mean, she's so close. Why the hell not? So, and overall, this feud, let's just talk about the feud real quick, has been kind of, but if they put on a good match, that's all I care about. So I'm going with Nikki, you're going with Paige. We
That
settled?
is correct. Yep. It is set. It is set in stone here.
Set in stone. All right. Moving on, we have the Intercontinental WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship match. We have the champion, the Ryback, versus the Big Slow. This match, I think, is really just to put Ryback over. Big
Yeah, I
Show,
agree.
veteran guy, he can put the younger talent over. He had a great match with Reigns at Extreme Rules. I think this match may be a little bit slow paced, but I definitely see Ryback going over. I see no reason why Big Show should go over Ryback, especially if they're going to try to establish Ryback as a legitimate threat in the Intercontinental Division.
Yeah, Ryback's not going to be a one and done.
Yeah, no, it'd be too weird. Plus, Big Show won the Andre the Giant Memorial. I mean, he was kind of riding that high for a while, and then he disappeared for a month. So it would
He
have
needed a
killed Ryback's
vacation.
momentum. So
For
I
sure.
think he's going over.
I agree.
All right. Next match here. We have the United States Champion, John Boy Cena, versus the NXT Champion, my man KO Kevin Owens in a singles match. Apparently, there's no stipulation of this. I've been reading it's going to be a ladder match. I don't know how that's going to work out if nothing's on the line.
I don't think they're gonna have a third ladder match on the card.
Yeah, don't know. However, I'm torn on this match though, bro, because
I think what you predicted the first time around is what's gonna KO's gonna win, but there's gonna be some fuckery involved.
yeah, I think somehow Samoa Joe is going to be fast tracked to the main roster. He's going to, do something to KO. That's just my theory. I mean, this is just a theory, obviously. I think Kevin Owens wins via disqualification.
Hey, it's
I
a
don't
win.
think John Cena's going to lose cleanly in 2 pay-per-views in a row. Absolutely not. I'm going KO on this one.
KO as well.
All right. Okay, moving on here. We have the tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. We have the New Day
Jesus.
versus the millions of jobbers. The
Can't say
primetime
that.
players,
They're the
Darren
number
Young,
one contenders. Come on.
Titus O'Neil. Interestingly enough, the New Day is going to be represented by Big E and Xavier Woods in this match, so that should be interesting. This was a hard one for me, but at the end of the day, I decided to go with PTP because I still see them. They're gonna because that's gonna, I feel drive a feud with New Day for the titles. They're gonna be exchanging blows up until SummerSlam. I think this feud's gonna last until then, personally. So I am predicting predicting that the primetime players go over the New Day and become the new
Wow.
tag champs. Because I've been on board with New Day as heels. I right now think that New Day rocks, but I think the primetime players have been getting really good booking the last few weeks, and I definitely can see them going over. Don't know about you.
Yep, I'm going primetime players. I think they're gonna take it, and something just tells me I don't know if Kofi's on the outs here. But I don't know what they're gonna do with New Day exactly. Kofi's getting this. He's in the Money in the Bank match. Maybe I'm reading
He's in
into
the
it
Money
too
in the Bank
much.
match every year, so
Yeah,
he is a
I
spot
know, I know,
monkey.
but it's still I don't know if they're gonna implode that from the inside eventually, but it would
Well, they're eventually going to break up, yeah, but it's too soon,
right.
especially now that they're getting momentum and heat, and getting over his heels. You'd be silly to break that up
Yeah.
right off the bat.
I just don't know where primetime players go after that. You think they just continue a feud with the New Day
Well,
through the SummerSlam, huh?
I think let's say primetime players win the titles.
Right.
New Day somehow gets a rematch or something like that at Battleground. Something happens, some fuckery, I don't know, and then they end up having the finishing of the feud at SummerSlam with the tag titles on the line. That's how I see it. I don't know
Right.
if he'll be champion by then, but that's how I see this playing out.
Well, I like the primetime players, so I am going with the primetime players.
Pete. All right.
Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars, millions of jobbers.
I think it's their time. These guys have
It's
been
their
shit
time. Yep.
long enough. It's kind of like the Tyson Kidd Cesaro scenario. They all of a sudden, they throw them into a feud. All of a sudden, they're getting over a little, and it's their time to give them their 15 minutes of fame.
I dig it, and like I said, we said on the previous episode, these guys have been working their asses off. It'd be nice to reward them with a title reign, even if it's for like a month and some change, It's
Right.
something,
Yeah, I agree.
You get that, championship paycheck. So, just like R-Truth, he's getting a pay-per-view paycheck. So,
God, I just don't get it, man. And that wacky, was that a SmackDown or was it a Raw? It had to have been a Raw because SmackDown didn't air yet.
yeah.
That wacky thing where he came out and was like, I'm not even in the match?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're...
Cringeworthy.
Ugh. I mean, it was funny, but it's just like, okay, well, what was the point of that?
Yeah, no, I agree with you, bro. I agree.
It's too bad, normally Stardust is in these pre-show matches.
Yeah, but, no one cares about Stardust.
Oh, the slide of Cody Rhodes continues.
Yep. Downward spiral.
Poor guy.
All right. The next match is the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh, see, now this one's going to be rough.
A WWE World Heavyweight Championship match contract, sir. In the match, we have Dolph Ziggler, Adrian Neville, the Viper, Randy Orton. 1/3 of the tag champs, Kofi Kingston, the Spot Monkey.
1/3.
Heel Sheamus, still not appealing. The
Heel
Big Red
Sheamus.
Retard, Concessions Kane, and the Juggernaut, the Superman, Roman Reigns. This is a no-brainer for me if you ask me. Just looking at the field
Really?
here, no-brainer. Roman Reigns is winning the Money in the Bank, sir.
You really think they're
I don't.
less than 6 months after the Royal Rumble fiasco, which you and I were sitting 10 rows off of, give or take a couple rows?
Yeah,
You
we
think
were
they're going
pretty
to give him Money
close.
in the Bank then?
Absolutely. You know why? Because it's not a guarantee. And it's hard to explain, but I don't think it's well, number one, there's no Daniel Bryan, first and foremost. But if you think about the other guys in the match, look at it. Randy Orton, he doesn't need it. He's a 12-time world champion already. Kofi Kingston, he's never going to be world champion. He's in there strictly for ladder spots. Then we have Sheamus in there, who he's been a world champion and stuff before, but I still see him for some reason feuding for the tag title. He's in there really because he can be a credible opponent because of his world title pedigree. You got Kane in there because of storyline reasons, and Neville, the newcomer, I'm for him being in that, but it's not his time yet. It's Roman Reigns' time. That's how I see it, and I'm picking Roman for this because yeah, that's just what's going to
You
happen.
know, I'm also going to take Roman, but I'm taking him as the safe bet. I mean, I don't know who else he'd give it to
Well,
in
that's what I'm
that
saying.
match.
The
I mean,
based on the field, Roman Reigns is the smart pick. Now, if anybody other than Roman wins here, I'd be fucking surprised. Now, maybe Kane wins, and then Reigns has a match against Kane at Battleground for the Money in the Bank contract. He set up a little feud
well,
there.
you remember what Kane did last? There are former money. Randy Orton's won the Money in the Bank. Sheamus, I think, has won Money in the Bank. Kane has won Money in the
What
Bank.
Kane has won. Kane has cashed in the same night. That's worth
That's
noting.
what I'm saying. Kane
And
won and cashed in an hour later and won.
yeah,
Could you
maybe
see that happening should Dean
here's what
Ambrose not?
I have a couple theories on that, sir. If we
Because we're gonna have to get into this. Because I've been thinking about this lately.
same.
I'm looking like 2-3 months down the road even. You
Here's
know.
my theory. It have a couple theories, but one of them is that Dean Ambrose wins the World Heavyweight title.
All
But he
right.
gets a flash in the pan reign when Reigns comes out and cashes in on him, immediately turning Reigns heel, I feel, and sparking a feud with Dean Ambrose. Now, that doesn't make much sense, kayfabe wise, because of the whole Brock Lesnar angle, which is why some people think that Rollins will retain or whatever. But
I'm
this is
ignoring the Brock Lesnar angle when it comes to the World Heavyweight title, and I'll tell you why, because I have my own theory on that.
Well, let's do it. Let's get to the match then. The next and final match is a ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We have the World Champion Dean Ambrose versus the World Champion Seth Rollins. Now, if that sounds confusing to you, it's because Dean Ambrose won the title cleanly at Elimination Chamber. However, due to some fuckery, Seth Rollins Seth Rollins still champion because of the DQ. But you know what? Dean Ambrose is the world champion in my heart. And you know what? I really want to pick Dean Ambrose, and I think Seth Rollins is going to win. And I'm willing to take the L on this one. I'm picking Dean fucking Ambrose for champion.
So
That
am
is
I.
my pick,
I had
sir.
it written down before we even started.
All right, now give me your theory here as to how the stories are going to play out.
All right. Well, it doesn't really pertain to. I'm going with the Seth Rollins and Lesnar angle here.
Okay.
Ambrose is walking away with that belt. We've seen the what's going on with Rollins and the Authority and his outing and all that. He's not going to get any help, and Ambrose is going to beat him clean. No, that's what I think is going to happen. I think you'll see the next night on Monday Night Raw. You'll see Rollins is obviously not going to be happy. He's going to wonder where the Authority was. Triple H will be there. Well, you didn't want help. You don't need the Authority. It's going to be
Mm.
It's going to be the ousting of Seth Rollins from the Authority because Brock Lesnar is due back in 12 days. And what after Monday Night Raw this Monday night, if I think Triple H reinstates Brock Lesnar to go out to take out Rollins.
Ooh, sir, I like where you're going with that. That is why we call you Russo Bramowitz, because that is some solid booking. I like the sound of that because,
We know
Lesnar,
Lesnar's back. How do
we
they
know
bring him
Lesnar's
back?
back.
Because he's suspended. The only one that can bring him back is Triple H.
Yep.
Rollins is on the out from the Authority. This is why the World Heavyweight title does not need to be involved. Triple H reinstates Lesnar to take out Rollins.
Maybe instantly turning Rollins into a tweener, or
Into a
maybe
tweet, right? Something like
or a
that. You
face
got,
potentially. Even
yeah.
though Brock Lesnar is probably the most over babyface in the company right now, I mean, he's a babyface. Whether you like, he gets shit like a
Oh, for
babyface.
sure.
It's the way it is. So I hope Dirty Dean Ambrose wins. Talk about a guy who deserves it. He swam in shit for 11 months after the Shield split up. This would be ultimate redemption for him, and he is right now, Brock Lesnar aside, the most over guy in the company.
It's gonna be interesting to see where they go.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know what to think of, because I think this is their way of taking Rollins out of the main event picture or something. But you keep him involved with Lesnar. So Lesnar's due to fight at
it's a
Battleground.
main event.
So
Yeah, it's a main
maybe,
event storyline.
maybe Lesnar and Rollins go at Battleground, and then maybe you end up seeing your Triple H Rollins match that we've been hearing so much about at SummerSlam. I
Yeah,
would
but
imagine
everyone thinks
Lesnar's.
it's
I
going
would
to be for all the
imagine Lesnar.
marbles, though. Everyone who's predicting that thinks that Rollins is going to retain the Money in the Bank, which I
There's,
kind of can see, but at the same, because you
but
think of
there's no
Brock Lesnar,
reason
you
these
think about
feuds
him
need to.
involved in a
Yeah,
championship match. I mean, he didn't get his rematch technically, number one.
it's true, but he could take out Rollins, setting up the Rollins Triple H thing for SummerSlam. And let's
Sure,
say Reigns walks away Money in the Bank and takes the belt or whatever, and is champion by SummerSlam. Then you
he
have your
could,
Brock and Lesnar. You have your Lesnar and Reigns rematch
and
at
yeah, Reigns
SummerSlam for
could
the
hold
belt.
that against. No, I'm sorry, Lesnar could hold it against Reigns that he lost the title because Reigns ate the pin.
Reigns
So
ate the
yeah,
pin, right?
there's a bunch of ways you can go
There's
about this.
Lesnar's a quote unquote prize fighter, or the bounty hunter or whatever. The title doesn't need to be involved. He's going to go after whoever the person paying him tells him to go after,
That's true.
which is going to be Triple H telling him to go after Rollins. So why does the belt need to be involved?
That's a good point, sir. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm actually kind of excited for this because I'm so invested in Ambrose and Reigns and stuff like that. So, obviously, Kevin Owens, John Cena, I'm expecting a good match as well. So, before we wrap things up here, let's recap our picks here. So,
I
for the
think we
pre-show,
are the same on everything but the Divas Championship match.
yeah, we are looking very even here. So, there's a potential for us to look really stupid or, look like we know what the fuck we're talking about. So,
Yeah, I mean, we took a couple no-brainers, and we're not just
well,
taking it
I'll tell
because
you
we
what,
like the guys. We're
we're
taking it
taking
because
a
this
big
is.
gamble with Dean Ambrose, I think, personally, but
I think
we'll
we're
see.
taking. I think we're taking more of a gamble on the tag team title match.
Yeah, that's a big gamble tonight, and maybe even the Money in the Bank if you really want to stretch it. But I don't know. Yeah, so
I
let's
think we took the
recap here.
safe bet, but don't forget we took the safe bet
Yeah,
at the
Elimination
elimination
Chamber
chamber
too,
when we took
which
Ziggler.
didn't count, but okay.
It didn't, but hey, we always do these predictions on our own, Like we've taken the safe bet before, and it rarely does it pan out. So we'll see.
Oh well, now there's money involved, so
There is in-game currency involved.
there's in-game currency. All right, so let's recap here. Money in the Bank 2015 predictions. Here we go. JR and Justin, the fucking smart motherfuckers from the Geek Gods. Here we go. Pre-show match. Both picked Barrett. Divas match. JR picks Nikki. Justin picks Paige. I love Paige, but I gotta go with Nikki because WWE can be real petty sometimes. IC Champ match. Ryback, both guys. KO versus JC. John Boy. Both picked KO. Tag title match. Both picked PTP. Money in the Bank. Both picked Reigns. And for the world title, we both picked Dirty Dean fucking Ambrose.
I honestly thought you were going to take Rollins with that one.
I wanted to, but I've been thinking about Dean winning this thing and an angle with Reigns somehow. I don't know, but I feel good about the Dean pick, even though I think it's a gamble. But yeah,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
going
like
with
that.
Dean Ambrose.
My whole theory is what's cemented my Ambrose pick. And I've been saying it for months now. The title doesn't need to be involved for Rollins Lesnar.
Yeah, I mean, and the way you present it there, I can see it, but we'll have to see how it plays out on the Raw after Money in the Bank. So, anyways, do you have anything else to add, sir?
I think we're done here.
Alrighty, so this has been JR and Justin, just a couple smarks, talking about some pro wrestling. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Spread the word if you like the videos, if you enjoy it. We really appreciate it. We'll check you guys on the next episode. GG, motherfuckers.